Hello, and welcome. I'm Nick, and welcome to a pretty chill, casual Wednesday night build stream. I am Nick. Wait. I am excited. I am more or less tucked in. I have my coffee ready to go. I did this wrong. If you go to tpublic dot whatever it is, where I have the shop set up, I updated this. See, on the inside, you can get a mug with your favorite character from the hit webcomic Aloof that nobody knows about. And then on the backside, it has the Elite Coup logo, so you can rep the brand. I goofed that up. I need to start drinking my coffee left-handed. Left-handed. Ah, now we're there. But then I don't get to see my favorite goofball that I created. What are we doing tonight? I got backup drinks. We have our lovely... Oh, boy. Oh, don't break anything. This is what we're here to work on tonight. As you can see, the house itself is pretty much done. I believe the last section we have to complete is the grounds, so to speak. I have slammed it onto a base plate, which it doesn't actually fit on. I might address that as well. Why is Mercury missing? Why is Mercury missing? Where's my girl? Where's my girl? Okay, all right. Crisis averted. I knew something was wrong. I lost my girl for a second there. I got spooked. I'm in an okay. You know, I had a lot of trouble this morning getting out of bed, figuring out what am I doing with my day. I still am not necessarily decided on that, but now all the lights are on. I bundled up a little bit. I warmed myself up. It's a real hibernation kind of day. I had a lovely day yesterday. Producer Joe and I went out and got some nice lunch and had a real nice day, but it also wasn't what I had originally planned. So stupid brain says, oh, the thing that day was for isn't what happened. Therefore, that day was missed. It's like, no, we had a lovely day. So I've been dealing with a lot of that. They won't stop moving now. Y'all ever gonna settle? Y'all rambunctious pair? I can't stay mad at those faces. But we're finally going to get to, I want to get this Lego project done. For those of you who have been hanging out for the rest of this, not only am I just going to finish this, I want to do a little bit of modification. I want to steal some of the windows and mod the arcade machine. I forget did I stream this? I think I streamed this too. I don't remember. I want to modify both of these a little bit, sort of kit bash a little bit. Plus, if I can adjust this kit a little bit so that it fits on a base plate, or maybe I'll figure out how to make it fit on two base plates. Well, two base plates would simply be a square, and so if it's already off of the long edge, adding a second one to length to double the short edge is exactly wrong still. So we'll work on it. I might give it a 90-degree bend. Is this the one that's funny because the front wall just clicks off? Oh, nope, that's part of the roof. This clicks off? Yeah. It just clicks off. That's still very funny to me. Anyway, why am I doing this? Because I'm still working on my coffee. I hope y'all have had a wonderful day. I feel like a lot of people I know have had a really rough day. Today, this week, there's a lot going on. Good news, bad news, drama, things. Do I want to bring this up? Hey folks, be kind to one another. Everyone has struggles. Everyone more or less has struggles that you may or may not see. You may not realize all of the struggles of the person you're talking to. So, like always, number one, approach with kindness. Number two, help if you can. You know, we're all on the same team against the world, the earth, the universe, the forces of entropy, the immutable march of time that, you know, we're all only here temporarily. be nice while you are here. That's it's the least shitty thing you can do with your time. You're not here for long. Don't be a shit while you're here. You know? That's me being political, by the way. If you don't understand what's political about that, that's you need to go on a journey of learning. Yeah, I could yell about this all week, but I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to take the good part of the message, front that, and then we are going to build some Legos. But before that, give it up for Producer Joe and the Gremlings.
Oh, you cut to the thing.
This is maybe my favorite part of this now. Every time I throw to the bandstand, Joe hears that I said their name and looks over like, what? And it's like, no, the U that's built in. This is the wrong, we're going here. There we go. Hey, if you're at home, if you're hanging out live, I got Stream Avatar set up. You can walk around on my screen while we build. And I'm gonna build. I have the hello red rum. I have the tiny close-up cam over there. I could probably do this better, but this is what it is. Let's. Oh, I know what I need to do. I search for R&B and soul, hip hop and rap, and what was the other one? Industrial and techno in mood funky. And I'm just gonna hit play. No, wait, I want to do one more. Duration, I want longer than 60 seconds. All right, now let's just play it. You don't hear that. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, okay, I'm about that. I'll be honest, like I said, since it has been kind of I would say it's been rough lately, I might be quiet. But we're here to relax. I'm here to relax. Okay, what are we looking at here? We have this house. It is kind of dollhouse like in that I love this. The verticality, the jutting at semi-random places. Dollhouse in the back, it's open. We get a lot of these. Every room is accessible. There's no stairs. You can't get up or down in this. We have our little bedroom. We have the, what is this down here? This is not a kitchen. This is a living room. This is the kitchen. I remember we built the, here, can we get a close up? We got our little stove and everything in there. This room up here is like a sitting room, a reading room, but I actually don't, there's such a dead spot up here. I don't know how I feel about that. I love this, you know, corner floor to ceiling windows. But I feel like this room is the one I am most interested in modifying and stealing parts from. Where's all this? Wait, I forget where I put all the remaining parts. I think this little box is all of our spare parts from previous steps. Maybe from other kits as well. Or is this an entirely different kit I was working on? That's here. Here we go. This is bag 8. And we have a book. Maybe I accidentally opened up. Right, I think I opened up bag 9 when I was looking for bag 6, and so I put it in here, and now the end of this is probably going to be bags 8 and 9. Oh, I left myself a bookmark. Go me. We clicked. According to the book, the last thing we did is we took the whole bedroom section, clicked it onto the rest, and then it was time for bag 8. Okay, so this is just where we're starting with bag 8. That's it's like a French bread, right? So you can just allons-y over there. trash. 2 tiny bags. Nope. I left the thing that I was using for the small parts is currently filled with quarters and holding up the close-up camera. Filling it with quarters was part of turning it into a fake tripod base. All right. I think we need this. I have this. I have another one of these. I like little cases. This has a spring in it? What is this spring from? What in the world? Oh. Spring can live here. Mix thoroughly. I don't know. That's not the right piece. This is the piece we need. What are we building? Okay, so we're building like a little... Oh, it's like a beachfront kind of place? Wrong side. I don't know if it's good or bad, but Lego has kind of become my, Oh, interesting. Okay, so first we put this, and then we put this, and then we put this, and that whole thing latches on here. Okay. When I'm having a rough day, and I'm like stopping at the drugstore on the way home from work, and I'm just like, I need something to cheer me up. I don't get like, you know, a tub of ice cream to eat all by myself. Sometimes I will get a tiny, you know, sub $20 Lego kit. I have like almost all of the superhero mechs at this point, even though I don't really like any of them. But I do like mechs. Mechs are important. Mechs are an important part of the ecology of my environment. Buying Lego mechs for myself is an environmentalist move. That's barely attached. But they are making sense, and like you build a part with an overhang that then technically is latching onto the existing part, like going on top of, but it just hangs and ends up being flush on the bottom. That's when you get a lot of the Lego knockoff kits, that sort of piece building, they never really do. There are so many steps that are just like, take these pieces and align them with each other, but nothing actually connects them. The way that an official Lego product will sort of look at them and lock them together is like, no, there is always a stud connection happening in every step. Everything always is actually attaching. Also, all of these have been good songs so far. This is the kind of stuff that I might end up using for, like, intro music, bandstand stings, that kind of stuff. Hope I don't mess up my wrist pressing on everything. I mean, my wrist is already messed up, but... I've been getting some commissions now that I'm on VGen over on the Verboten accounts. Which is nice. It's good to have... It's not exactly a secondary income stream yet, but, you know... attention has a momentum to it, so, you know... Any action means action can build. But it means I've been drawing more and sort of more intently lately, and that is a strain on my wrist. I'm getting old. I'm approaching my 40s. So, whoa, did I skip a page or did I just ignore some steps? I skipped a page. Okay, good. It's like this one's a little weird. It wants me to place it under. It's like, I feel like this one would have been sort of described this way, as you make this first and then this whole thing clips on. Strange. Tell me there's a smooth boy that goes here, but I don't see such a boy. There's the smooth boy. This boy is Smooth Bore. What did he mean by this? Don't think too hard about it, you'll hurt yourself. To be fair, part of why I would have returned to this sooner, just to sort of scratch my own need to build, but I bought myself a pack of a bunch of tiny kits that are all little tiny arcade machines, and I've been building one of those every other week or something like that to keep my urges sated. Alright, if I sit that on the keyboard, no, let's put it there. So now we start with this. Oh no, I'm burpy. Some of these, and we do some of this, and now we do more of this. These pieces. 3 across. And then we're leaving that part open. Okay. Now this comes back and it lines up with this edge and oh, it fills in that gap. Okay. Oh yeah, and so this is the space of like the bedroom and this is the front door. Okay, I see exactly where we're building in now. Hey, we're really almost done. This is... I don't remember exactly why I chose to stop where we did last time, but I think we had less to go than I thought we did. Ha 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 ha. Maybe I'll do one of those baby kits. Maybe. When do you want me to extend it out? And fiber left out? Fiber left out. Now we can connect this here. There. And there. And there. Putting this piece under here, and it's grabbing on with 1 pip. I don't feel good about that, but it's what it is. That's being held on by 1 pip. That is the flimsiest piece. Ah, okay, when you look at it like this, it makes kind of a nice gradient. That's very satisfying. Why is this a lighter green, though? Put that... You want a 3-fer? Where do you want a 3-fer? Where do you want this 3-fer madness going, Chief? Here and... here. There. Yeah, that one made sense. Not put the tan and slide the blue under. And now you want me to do a little bit of this. Give him one of these. Aha! You're telling me put this dude right here. And we'll go here. Then these are gonna line up over here. And these dudes are gonna go here. Oh, we're gonna create like a... We're gonna create steps here? Kind of. Oh no, we're just gonna make like a little boardwalk. Interesting. I like that. Right, and then these go, but they got half space in between. So they look like little wood plank walk up. I like that a lot, actually. I like when Lego stuff looks like it's kind of made out of wood slots. Like I have the bonsai tree set, and one of my favorite things about it might actually be that big wooden frame base that you build. Because I'm a weirdo. Okay, and now you say... Alright. Let's not destroy this. a bunch of things came off. It's always so surprises me when a audio library track has lyrics. Okay, so you're telling me this just lines up here, but this is all these. So it clicks in, but it's not really, it aligns it, but it, front lawn for display purposes only, I guess. Although, when it is slid in there and butted up against, that is quite nice. If that really annoys me, I'm sure I have other double-sided pins, not pinned across, pin to beam, whatever you want to call it, that I could stick in there, and that would make it a more permanent attachment, even if I just did like the two ends. I like that. Why does this need the little pier when there's, oh, okay, there is a door right here. Okay, but the door, you come up from these steps, not from up here. I don't know. This one is drum or bass. But I guess for the moment, okay, but for my own edification, not the word I'm looking for, this does all seem to sit flat here. So I could apply this base plate and overlap it just enough that it will keep the grass segment on. This. Of course, now all of the edges are going to be floating by a base plate's thickness, which is less than a single plate. I knocked something out of it. That's a table with a cup on it. But now it is all one piece, and it's fine. It is fine, is the thing. This was here. Nope, this way. Okay, well, for now, that's a solid piece. The base plate is hidden, so it doesn't, you don't get grass suddenly coming out from under the water. And I believe that'll sit there for a moment, as we still have a whole bag left. So the 6 is marked, the 9 is not marked. If you have a 6 and a 9, you have to mark both. Usually with a dot after it, right? That's the Uno cards. Or you just stop at 8. Oh, okay, never mind. The first thing they're having us do with this last bag is place some bridging pieces that will lock the bit of garden to the house proper. All right, listen here, you. Ugh. You, or is there a darker one here? I don't think so. There. Looks like something's missing there. Is there a piece that I forgot to attach a long, long time ago? Is it this one? That's fine. That actually might be piece of from this. Okay, fine. It's fine. Now you're telling me, yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now this front area is attached. Now that that piece is in, it's even going to have us fill in this last gap here, but we had to put this piece down before putting this piece on. Order of operations, I getcha. You want me to put this piece here? Okay, fine. Ooh, we're making deck chairs. Get in, boys. We're making deck chairs. Yeah. Why am I like this? No one knows for sure. Oh, boy. Okay, so I'm gonna need to do this twice, and I'm gonna need some of these, some of these. Oh. Oh. One of these? No. Oh, that's a GTA type beat. You, yes, you. Okay, that's 2 of these. I need 1 more of these. I have 4 of those, and I need 2 just of the single squares. Hope you'll like looking at the top of my head during these streams. Is the finasteride working? Okay, so you want me to start with this little... I suppose that helps. So you want me to start with little right angle. I'm gonna put a square on the back to stick it out. We're gonna put one of these shoes up. We're gonna put one of these shoes forward, and then we stick this one down, and that one's gone. This one angled, and we're calling that a lounge chair. I'm a little surprised they're not having us do it with something with studs on it so that we can actually place minifigs in them. Now just repeat that. All right, how's that? And then we're going to put them down here on this, And that's how they can get away with using the angles, because it would not fit on a normal stud gridded section, but because of the flat plate area, we can place this and spin it. Okay, fine. I'll just put them out here. And I bent the piece on it. It's a little fiddly, honestly. For a house like this, give me some solar panels. Come on. Yeah, okay. That's strange, but I suppose it works. And now we're gonna greeble up out here. Greeble it up. We all remember Greeble from Star Wars. Right here. Okay. That's not it. Oh, okay. There's another one out here. And apparently another piece I didn't notice that I was supposed to put down. And this weird one going right here. And we're gonna put a glass here on the deck. That looks like it for now. Oh, this is the base of a table. And this table just has some things on it. Or no, this is a bonfire, huh? Because it's having me use translucent orange and yellow pips. Nope, it's having me use translucent orange and solid orange. And then do we put a flame off of that? Okay, a lot more greebling. Jeez. Did I miss any yet? No. A bunch of these are sort of tactically placed to reinforce some of the joints. Oh, and then this little bit is being used to hide the seam between the grass and the sand. Okay. Whoa, almost lost that. I already had everything I needed. Okay. I'm just losing track now. Jeez.
Okay.
Okay. Now over here. Yeah. And this one goes here. Yeah. I didn't even think. Got it right in front of the camera. That's fine. Okay, now we play with these big leaf pieces. Got 2 of these. Another hangover piece. And put a tip under it so it sits flat. And the whole thing sits here against the corner. Yeah. It's given a nice amount of relief to it. Just, you know, a delightful sprinkling of junk. Oh my gosh, they want me to take the cherries and just sit it over the rim of the glass. Here, close-up cam. It just wants me to just leave it like that. That is not attached. I don't feel great about that. But it's lovely. The lovely touch. Oh good, they gave me more cherries. Okay, and now you're saying this is a flipper bucket, which again, not actually attached. So my paranoid brain goes, nope, we can't do that. And tiny bit of fire scarecrow. That one's attached. I like that. Get that on close up. There you go. You can see how that's a little bonfire pit. That's cute. Okay, move this aside. What do we got now? We are building some sort of complex vegetation. I think now I can just... I think that'll be okay for now. And then extras can go in there. Okay, so... take one of these, run one of these down into it. Take the stick, run it through the middle. And this out the bottom. It's out the bottom. Yeah, at the bottom, yes. Okay. Now that's attached. Can I actually... what's overlaying here? I know what's overlaying there. You don't know you, though. I hold this up. hard to see, but what's falling over on me? Settle down. Do all of that. Now we build this piece and this piece. I'm gonna make 4 of these hooks, and they go in here. This track is called Spoons by Telecasted. Okay, I kind of like it is looking more like some sort of mantis crab bot starting, but conceptually I like it. Oops. That piece, I gotta grab it down here. That's the one thing I really wish they would add to OBS is a slight change in how you can move around the crop within. Okay, so we take this piece. And now we take these and we do like a helicopter spin. That just sort of slides down on top of it. Sticks out diagonally. Okay. And then sandwich that one on top with a button. I feel like I have enough parts to make another one of these, though. Yeah, should all the pieces be up like that? Oh! Okay, put you aside. There's gonna be something here looks like a pipe. Now we finally got some pins. Gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then last one on top with another pin in it, and then that's what the top of this slams onto, so it's a really weird kind of not exactly a palm tree, but I get it. I get what they're going for. I do really like the floral kits that LEGO has been putting out for a little bit now. Like, I haven't gone out of my way to look for them, but we've ended up with a handful of them in a house just simply as like decoration. They're pretty nice. And we're saying this connects. Oh. Over. I knew the flippers were a bad idea. Flippers and cherries. This little crossbeam that we left in the side of the pool is where that sits. Yeah. It is wiggly. I like it. It's silly. But yeah, we build another something like that now? Yes, I think we're just building a shorter one. Okay, so this. Yeah. Yeah. This piece, this piece, this piece, these. That's the downside of A, again, I was not ready for the lyrical version. B, strange message. Cop anthem. You're not my dad, you're not a cop. I'll push back if I want. Alright, and this again. Ah! I guess you could. Oy. Okay, and this one we put on these stupid little things, 6 of them. Yeah. Oh, I made this one look like it melted. Yeah. Weird song. Okay. And then this one goes into this little base that we built at the very start of the stream. And pair. Alright, you want these to go out a bit more. Fine. Okay. Close-up cam. How does it look on close-up cam? Look nice. That actually goes a long way to making it feel like full and kind of real when you have foreground elements. If you watch me play... Here, how do I do this? It's up here? No, it's up here. If you watch me play... the Quake Brutalist jam, I was talking about the like hallway apartment building map that was like surreal level of undetailed, so that was interesting. This one is kind of, we're just walking through the process of like the kind of detailing that gets you away from that. Bird time. Build a bird. Those are different. Bird. Parrot. Bird, 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 bird. Bird, 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 bird. What if I hold him right side up? Bird, 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 bird. Joe.
Yeah.
Bird, 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 bird. Bird alert.
Oh my gosh.
It's adorable.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
so tiny.
Itty bitty. See, now, like, if they sold kits that were just like 5 things at this scale, I would eat them up. That is where I would go nuts for. Where do you want me to put this bird? Because is it in my heart? That's where it went. That's the last thing. Bird was last thing, and it simply oh boy. It simply just lives on the roof. Just bird. And we're done. Oof. Okay. Overall, I really like this. Why does that look like it's bending? Because I didn't push down hard enough. Okay. Overall, I think it's really good. I think the level of detail inside is more than I was expecting. The fact that we have like a shower space, the bedroom has end tables and like an alarm clock. We built pieces of the kitchen. I like so much of what we do in here. I like the level of detail, and the building itself is the timing is structured, etc. No, the building itself I think feels really well, like sturdy and put together. Some of these outdoor pieces feel a little flimsy, especially the way that these are. I mean, look at how wobbly they are. Especially, like, this one is like wobbly, but at least it's all pinned and it's just like, yeah, it's not really, it'll start to slide before it falls, so you'll notice. This one, I always hate these little twiggy pieces. Here, what's the close-up? Because you have, where is it? You have that much nib for it to slide off of, and I'm just always worried that that's just gonna like break off, right? Like a day that's a little too hot and that'll melt enough that it'll lose grip. Maybe that's not like a real worry, but it's something that it makes me think of when I feel how loose it is. So I might actually turn this one into a bit more of a bush than a tree, so I'm not anxious about it. But no, overall, I like it. I like looking at it. I like the details. I like the style of it. It's got some fun. Got some fun assembly bits. These chairs, I'm kind of disappointed with these chairs. Again, they like, to me, they look like failed solar panel things, and like they're not even lined up super well to themselves in a weird way. But it's hard to tell which piece is out of sync. I don't know, see, like if they were dark blue and up here, I could build satellite dishes of them. I don't know. I like this. I'm gonna modify this. You know what? I won't modify it yet. First, I'm gonna say let's go take a quick break. I kind of need to just lean back on my seat. If you need to get a drink, run some ads for anybody who might come in late. And then we'll look at modifying this. All right. So everybody go do what you gotta. Take 3 to 5 minutes and we'll be back in a little bit. If you're watching the archive, you won't even notice. All right. So don't go anywhere. Okay. Here's what we got. We got a house. We got an arcade machine, which secretly is also a house. I want to mod some of these things. I want to kit bash a little bit. The number one thing I want to do is this panel right here is the size of these windows. So I'm going to seal at least one of these windows. I have taken the base plate off for now because, again, modifying it to fit a base plate might come later. where do I want to start? Here's the other thing. See this guy? Get him out of here. I actually have another one of these boxes over here, which has some... Oh, right, I was building some of the Speed Champion kits. I got the Countach and the... This is Lego Brian Walker, because it was the Fast and Furious Skyline. But I have cats, I have dogs, I have other characters in here. Her with her sleeveless hoodie and ponytail going on. Those are good character traits. Having a sleeveless hoodie and a ponytail. That's what we're going with. So we have some... In this box, characters are welcome. TV jingles. In a similar way, I want to look at this and I'm like, cool, what do I like about this? Most of it. What do I not like? These chairs. I like this cup, but I don't want to lose it. Again, flippers are already gone. I don't like this for now. I kind of like that this is long enough to stick above the roof. That's nice. So the part of me wants to like shorten that, so that way I can use these pieces again. But I won't. For now, I'll just leave it at one. I love the bird, but I want... Maybe I'll make this bird drive a car or something. Don't drop the bird. Respect the bird, chief. The rest of this is fine. That's weirdly enough, it feels flakier in how it's connected to the ground than the fire being in the pit. That's okay. Oh, I forgot that door actually slides. Ooh. Now, ooh, that is also those doors. Maybe that's where I steal it from. I don't need this to be a sliding door. Do I need it to be a door at all? Okay, so here's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm going to shorten this tower. I think is basically what I'm going to do. I'm just not completely sure how yet, right? Well, yeah. No time like the present. Okay, we have this, which is... Okay, that is...
Oh, man.
Whether that was the sound of soda pouring or bong ripping, it was in the song. Okay. I thought like another video opened without my permission somewhere. Okay, so. Now what we're looking at is... How do I do this? I feel like I want to zoom back out a bit. Right? I don't even have it pointed right. Oh, hello. Now you can see the humidity clock above my desk, which is stuck and doesn't work. So I'm looking at... If we just sort of start by... Take this one out, right? Just take this level off. Right? Because there's actually like nothing in here. Like I said, this is all negative space. It was kind of just that high so they could put the chandelier. So I can shorten this wall almost as much as I want, except they use those super tall blocks here. It's hard to see with the white balance, but these are solid tall blocks, so I'll have to do something. And this piece here is actually structural to keep the parts of the house pinned together. But yeah, you can kind of see we could take it down that low without actually losing anything of the house. And I'm thinking you still get, if all we do is come up like 2 or 3 bricks from this roof, we'll still get that feeling of higher. I want to see if I have enough pieces to stretch these all the way across. I'd be more than happy with that. And then I'll figure out what to do with the chandelier and whatever else. Oh boy. The other question is this something I'll be able to do with the parts I have here, or will I need to sort of get it close and then dig into my Lego collection at large in order to get pieces to flesh this idea out? Let's just disassemble this, because I want this window, because again, we look at this side, we look at this piece, we look at that piece. They are different sizes, but not by enough to matter. I can make that work. You can kind of see it. This one is like 2 plates higher than this piece, but no, it's 3 plates higher, which is 1 brick higher. That's okay. I can make that work. I'm also thinking I might replace the back. I don't like the idea that when this is closed, this guy is in complete. Well, I took the guy out, but I don't like the idea that this is complete darkness. It's also. It is so creaky. I need to like oil the hinges on this Lego kit, you know? Stop dropping stuff. But now I have this one. Would I want to work this into here? Maybe I would want to go... Do I want to go asymmetric? Suppose I could. That might be okay. Or the other thing I'm now thinking, I could take this other sliding big door. I could replace it with the narrow one, and then maybe use this piece to just shorten the doorway, so that way there's not a gap when it's closed. See, these are already so close. Do I like the... See, because once I do this, if I mix and match them over here, then I'm going to want to be like, well, okay, it should be the big one. You know, we're not going to mess with this side of it, but it could be like, all right, the big one on the big window on the full back, and then 2 halfy windows on each side. I don't know. I still want to play space. This seems like it would be a great Pico 8 game. For now, maybe I'll leave this alone. Do I want to try to recoup? Let's see here. What pieces do I have here? Because these are all red, so I don't think any of the pieces I'll take out of here would be good for freshening this up. So these are definitely 2 separate tasks. Oh, look, right, if I just go... Maybe it's only going to be 2 tall? And then I'm off by 1. See, that already looks almost good enough, but I'm off by that 1 corner. And I have these, but those are 3 high, and I don't have enough of the rest of the pieces to go 3 high. Even this stupid matching white one is 3 high. And I don't have any singles. Even if I were to just fill it with the 3s here, I only have the 1 3. Oh, that is so mean. That is so mean. So much for the modular left. That's nothing. What? No, that's not. Well, okay, it made me laugh. That's why I said it. Because it's very dumb. Sometimes you gotta make yourself laugh, you know? Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Well, then you look at this over here. Oh, right. And then there's that part of it, right? Because it's the same footprint. So I'll be able to do this again. But I guess the idea is like... Oh, wait. This... What is this piece? Is that piece long? Oh, that's piece long. I was going to say, if there was a way that I could go... like here... Okay, wait, hang on. If I go here, and I go here, and I go these over here, and then I can go there? Ooh! It's not perfect. And it also makes this asymmetrical. That doesn't match cleanly. But for now, that's pretty good. And also that is much more stable in construction. And it leaves this strange piece, but... I think I can live with that. Again, for now, I bet there's something I could do with it. Here, what spare pieces do I got here? Can I do anything with these? Here, I have a... I can take the pip off. That makes it look more intentional. It's not a great fix, but it's better. Right? But then with that, the other part is we got to... I gotta fill all of this back in? Is that what I gotta do here? Right? And that goes here, and this goes here. And that's gonna match here. Right? Yeah. And then I just need to fill this in with these white pieces, I think. I don't. I can't? Uh-oh. Wait, then how was it arranged before? Did I drop a piece I'm missing? The whole thing is rotated a bit. Again, let's talk about spare pieces. Ooh, I have another flat white. Like the coffee. No, because if I place this under here, that's going to be too tall for that, right? Yeah. I also don't have like any other single pip anythings is part of the issue. Like I could try to do it this way and that would... If I had a shorter brick that could go like one in, that would be fine. You know what? I think this is just what it's going to have to be for now. Although I just saw, instead of a flat cap, have a little angle piece. Again, I think this is one of those things that for now, if you don't tell anybody about it, they won't really notice it, but I'm gonna... This is one of the things that's gonna stay on my mind and no matter what I'm, you know, skimming, sifting. What do you do when you're panning for gold? Sieving? I don't know. Whenever I'm panning for Lego, for any other reason, I'm gonna keep in mind, hey, there's that one spot on the house that I need a solution for. Because that is so close. And I'm short 2. Ooh. Okay, here's one pip white. Do I have another? I have a gray. Oh, even better. Wait, I have a white angle. I have a red piece I could hide. Actually, yes, if I hide the red piece right here, when this goes in, it'll be hidden behind that. So you'll only notice if you're looking way too hard on the inside. You know what? To make it harder to notice, instead of the red piece, I will use the gray piece. Or I have a clear piece. Maybe I'll use the clear piece. What do I ever use? Clear pieces are... Oh, wait, I just have another white piece. Alright. I'm overthinking things. Folks, as expected, I'm overthinking things. Apparently I forgot to unpause the recording, so hey, welcome back from the stitch. But yeah, now this just... Well, okay, hang on. And who are you folks? You seem like fine. Right, I forgot. I really don't like how that chair is secure. So maybe this entire room is going to change a bit. Oh, yeah. That one pip is the entire base. There's nothing even left on the floor. You wouldn't even know a chair is missing. Okay. I forgot, though. That bookshelf in there is so nice. And there's even the camera on top of it with the statue, like you won an award for photography. I forgot about the little oven hood. Oh, it's good. Except then there's no vent on the there's no vent on the outside from the oven hood. So it's just like, all right, just venting it back into the room, I guess. Have fun, have fun with that. Okay. Line it up and apply pressure and pray. This is what I learned in my first aid class. Okay. Yeah, you see, that's not terrible. That still looks pretty good. The joint up there is a little messed up, but with a couple of extra pieces, that'll look really nice. Even the way it's around here isn't bad. Honestly, like, just use 2 white pips out here, so there's the white, or I could even use black 1 pip blocks, 1x1 blocks, to make the corner here, and then that'll go back to being flush, so, and the wood will all line up, and that'll look great. This is not bad at all of an adjustment. And looking on the inside, you're not really missing much by having that missing, and without the chair there to conflict with it, we can even hang the chandelier back and it'll be visible through the front. And that's just a standing reading room, or I can make a smaller chair or something. I forgot about the nice little recliner here. Oh, it does recline if you touch it weirdly. That's nice. I could find more pieces, duplicate that. Oh, I forgot that the coffee table was glass top. Oh, see, these are all the little details I like. I really do like this one. And yeah, I am not upset at adjusting it to make it a little bit shorter. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm very happy. It even fits in scene better, honestly. Okay. What now? What now is put all this aside. And let's see about futzing about with this one. All of our spare pieces. Oh, that was supposed to go in the house. I forgot to put it back. Just make it a shorty. There. Now at least it's not so floppy. Although it does look silly. Maybe I'll shorten the other one. You know, I'm going to deal with that part later. This is more than fits in one. Well, maybe by the time we're done. Okay. Hello. So you get a peek and it's like, oh, it's so dark in there. Now it'll stop squeaking. Okay, so I was looking at this and I thought the simplest solution would be gentle pressure. Also, I don't like the piping. I just believe I can take most of this, some of this. There, no. Most of this piping comes out without any structural integrity loss. A lot of it's just oh, hey, maybe I'm gonna get some of my... I forgot there would be a bunch of black pieces in here. No, this goes down here. I still need this. No, wait, or is that one of these, or... Well, the point is, I do have more pieces to work with. What is even this piece? That's a weird piece that this is plugged into. Oh, hey, look, it's the valve from Valve. Special cameo. Here, I care about blocks right now. Believe we need this to put this back in. Okay. Although... yeah, that is one of those. Gentle. Okay. Right, because the thing is, in order to get this window to fit, I need that piece to be different. Okay, well, I'm not going to feel too bad about moving it because it's already mismatching there. But it is going to make this a bit weaker of a structure. Right, because you do that and you do that. I think we just put this. Hey, we got through one screen of songs. Now it's time for The Princess. Right, and then just for spatial testing purposes, let's put this back. And then we put this back. And things are wrong. Okay, that's okay. Whoops. Oh, you too? It's almost like they built this well or something. Urgh. See, if I wanted to use a narrow one, this would work so much easier. Ah, but my principles. I don't have I'm not principled. Who do you think I am? Take that and again for spacing purposes, let's just futz about a little bit. Oh, that actually fits well there. And then we're saying this just goes here. Yeah, and then it just kind of slides in there. And the only thing I would say about it is there's like a pretty noticeable gap in there when it flexes. But it's not terrible. But now you get a nice window into your little gamer nook living space, you know? Come on, click it all back together and close it up fine, and there's your window, so you can, you know, observe your gamer in its natural habitat without worrying about interacting with it. I like that so much better. Holy cow, I like that so much better. Oh, I feel like a wave of relief coming off of me. Okay, but now since I mentioned it, what kind of work would it take to fit this in here? Ooh, it's got a space where it could go, or could it? Ooh. So it, basically I can't mess with this joint. And if I place it above it, it cuts into that. If I place it below it on the same... Yeah, this piece that runs from the front to the back, we have to start below that, at which point it is exactly one off the ground, but it goes into that, so it would have to be here. But one brick under, basically in line with the last pip up here, it would be... Yeah, no, this is flush with that, so that would actually be, like, inset into the wall. That wouldn't be right. Oh well. If I could find like a 2 or 3 wide one, I could make that work, but... Questions? Okay, I'll make a mess over here. I want to do a little bit of redecorating. Yeah, actually that's flush with the bottom now. That's kind of okay. And again, unless I wanted to go like over here, which again, I could make work, but I don't want to lose this sticker, and that's... I can't keep that sticker and this, so I think that stays. Although I dislike this sticker that they had me put in there, so... Like, if I got another... If I did get another one of these, and I placed it here... Yeah, you know what? I guess it's good that I only have the one then, because since... If I tried to do it on this side, it would interact with that too. So I maybe only get one, but I feel so much better about being able to see in there now. I was so upset that the guy inside of it was in pitch blackness and lonely that I felt guilty not having a window in this kit. What does that say about me? Are you kidding me? I felt guilty for leaving a little toy man in the dark. This is a person I've always been. I still have every stuffed animal I had since I was a little kid, and I'm pretty sure I gave them all names, and I probably remember a bunch of them. Who wants to play Junkbot? Ugh. Yeah, that's like a... Okay, I think that's supposed to be a record player, but it kind of looks like a Laserdisc player at that size. Game controller. Yeah, again, they put the arcade machine in front of the couch. Did I not have another flat plate? Yeah, I did. Oh, good, it matches. Which... Am I sad to take the arcade machine out of the arcade machine? Like, yes, but also not really. Because this is the style of arcade machine that I made, which it's chunkier for sure. But I have other arcades I can put them in. And, Also, if I, right... can do this, and what I have now is a brick that will stick out and be a shelf. There's a 2 for brick in here somewhere, right? No, you're a 2 for brick. You're a 3 for. You're a 1 for. I just want to replace one of these to make, because like definitely it's like that. So one of these is the shelf, and it's got to be kind of like that for the way that the other shelves close in on top. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what this is because there's no bottom to this shelf, so it's not exactly a game shelf. And clearly, that's what it's kind of what it's trying to be. I don't know what this spaceship is about. A sword is cool. A sword can stay. These. So I have these were can I get close-ups? They had sets for a little bit. I don't know if they still do them, where basically there was an app where you could point it at it, and if it saw one of these tiles, they must be sort of distinct enough that the app could pick up which one it was, and it would like bring up bespoke like camera frames based on the tiles. But looking at them, they also just make kind of nice posters. And this is like a soccer boy poster, and I'm not really a soccer boy. I'm more of a Duke Million personally, I think. But you know, Joe's a big Godzilla fan, and this is pretty much just the Godzilla happening over here. So we can redecorate. Yeah, yeah. And then there's like a horse kick and a lady in the rain. I do like the lady in the rain. Okay, what if we get... Well, yeah, if we take that whole thing down, then we can put... Come on. Lady in the rain up here. Whoops. Alright, well, that fell off. Because that's what I'm looking at. Like, can I move some of this down so it's more... viewpoint of the wall rather than, like, against the ceiling? Not that there's a real ceiling in this, but, you know. Alright, if I put the... Oh. Come on. Come on. Ah. Let's swap those, right? Now, the controller could be in the middle, or this cat could be in the middle. Oh, I don't have any spare bunnies over here. I have bunnies up on the shelf somewhere. This bunny is too big to include inside. Ugh. I must have buried him when I cleaned up. Ah. Cha-cha-cha-cha. What was the question? Not a question. I have... Oh god, it's all the way up there. Ugh. Don't make fun of my pants. Yeah. Come on. Ugh. So what I had done a little while ago is I had made this little... It's basically like a plastic snow globe that I found in a dollar store, and I got a couple, and then I was like, I could make this like a little diorama thing. So I made a little Joe and me and put them in here. Oh, there you go. Cat and bunny between us, the way it should be. They're a little out of date, but for the time being... Come on, get out of here, fairy lights. Why are you... There you go. And... more cat. Oh, I could use this moon as a chandelier replacement. Interesting. Okay. Fairy lights get into dome. Kind of cram them in there. Come on. Come on. Get. Yeah. There you go. Now it's just a little animal dome. Yay, the batteries didn't corrode yet. Good. That side. And let's see here. We don't have to be combat ready. Although, it's a good combat ready look, honestly. Nope, Joe's usually in the inside corner. You think Joe can keep the pickaxe? You gonna take it away from Joe? I'm actually looking at it. See, the thing is now Joe doesn't have the super long hair anymore. Joe went to short hair. But it's also short black hair, and I don't really have black-haired characters over here. I got a Superman kit the other day, and Superman has short black hair, but I don't know if it's the sort of like flat top type or if it's the slick back type. Slick back black hair Superman is not right in general, I think. Whoops. Yeah, that hair doesn't fit anyway. Okay, so I'll get her hair another day. And we can have game controller between us. Games have always come between us. There you go. So me with the arcade and them with the Godzilla. And there's enough room for the two of us with the arcade machine out of there. And I have these pieces from the, what do you call it? That might be nice to put in here. Okay, gentle. Just pull it apart like a lemon. You know, the way that you pull apart lemons. Now, can we just slide this right in? Pretty please? Oh, baby, look at that. I think that's... Nope, that is one pip too high. Of course it is. Of course it is. It'll fly if I take this one back out. But also, part of the whole point is I could actually place these, so now I have some more snot blocks that I could use in other projects. And I could slide one of these up here. Maybe a little more than one and make it continue reaching down. Yeah, this is a double, this is a 2-plate high block. That's not a regular block. It is 1 plate shorter than a normal 1x1 by block. How strange. I picked this up and like, oh, this seems like just the right height. Oh, right. The sides can also come off. Ooh, I have this again? Is that perfect? If I take the 1 pip off, it's perfect. If I move the 1 pip back there, it's perfect? This goes back here. That's completely flush, and that's completely flush. Okay, it's a little weird to have that white piece there, but it's not snots anymore. I still have a shelf over here. What can I put on that shelf? What do I want to put on that shelf? Oh, honestly, yeah, that's what goes there. And what would, like, should this go up here? To be, you know, I've hung up the swords and now we live in here and play games kind of thing. Or, the shield? I think the shield is actually more of the Nick thing, but what would I use to mount the shield? see here, it would clip. Look at something like this. But then I would need to like angle it down again from up here. I wish this was only sticking out one, honestly. Well, again, the whole thing is that it's like that. Could put this here and then... Oh, where's that stupid block? That might be perfect. Stick it out just enough. Then this? Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly perfect. Yeah, all right. Cool. Why is it a record player in there? I don't know. But now we take all of this and this. So doing it again, that's like a little box that would just be for something, but what if I put something cool there instead, you know? Actually, would this fit here in a weird way? See, I also don't like the fact that this sticker here is because by default, this is how they had you build it, with a TV sitting in front of the TV. And I'm like, well, why'd you block this stuff? But also, you know, if you ever get a good shot of our house in the background of my streams, like, yeah, that is kind of how we live. Okay. Is that sticking out too much? Or is that perfect? Yeah. I think I want to replace that CD player with a cat or something, so that way when you close it, you bring a cat directly into my hands. Oh yeah, that's the perfect idea, actually. Or it should be like the cat is in the middle and the food bowl is over here, so when you close it, the cat gets the food. That's pretty funny too, actually. Oh boy, these are all good ideas. Here, fine. I'll get a TV. Joe can get an arcade. Okay, just because it's annoying me currently, I'm going to give Joe incorrect hair, but I'm going to give Joe hair. Joe does have hair. That doesn't look right, but it's a start. That looks perfect in there. I'm sorry. That's great now. That's fantastic. And you open it up and it matches us and all of that. That's great. I have these snots over here that I could do something with. I would say for now just put where'd you come from? Right, you're the one I took out. Zoe. I would say for now just put like plates over them, but I don't even really have plates. I have all these decorative ones I could do something with. Do I have anything that could be a food bowl? For a cat? And this goes into Modern House. I like that. I want to put that one back. I have this stuff. I have valves. I have plates. I have cherries. If I'm going to give us a cat, I should give us a cat. Here, the controller can go there. So the cat can pick up the controller. Oh, yeah! Crack this open, get a cat. You know, I don't know if there's room to do it, but if there's any way I could get the moon in here like a chandelier, that would really be cutting it close. That's barely enough room for... There would be barely enough room for that if there was. There's a little overlap. You see a little bit of that, but now it really hides any gap here, so it feels sealed. So I can live with that. And put a cat in between, because we always want to have a cat in between us, because cats are fun, I like them, etc. There you go. And that's it. Joe, you gotta look at this one. I updated it. Other hand. I gotta get you the right hair, but I gave us a cat and more game stuff. And I put us relevant stuff up on the thing. You got a little Godzilla poster.
Cute.
We're cute.
I love it.
Yay. Okay. And with that, I did everything I wanted to today. Between that and this. Yeah. Okay. Good. That was a productive day. He looks so out of sorts now. That's silly. I can fix that while we're sitting here. I'm gonna start doing closing up talks. I don't know. That's it. No, we're finally done with this house. There's more modifications that I'll do to it, but like I said, I think mostly what I would want to do at this point has to do with like digging through my extended bins of Legos to find parts. Here. Is that now? Ooh, let's go one shorter. Yeah, it's extended bins and to find parts and whatnot. And you know, I can do that on my own time. Oh, I would need a... Okay, I do have more pins. Good. You know, if you buy enough, like... that one doesn't really spin, but this one does. I think the different colors of pins have different, like, friction grips or something. But that'll do for now. And I can... Let me tilt it. This'll... See, if I gave it like... The thing is, inside where you put a clip, you can also fit a stud. But it doesn't it's not like meant for it, you know? But you can do it. I'm just trying to see if I have anything I can... Because like I could put like another pin in here, and then if I had a... like something like this, like technically that is even more stable, though maybe a little bit of overkill, although for now, yeah, that'll work for now. That looks okay. All right, there. Now I'll call it quits. I did that little fix. Okay, that's gonna do it. This one. Hey folks, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Kind of a chill one. I think I was quiet for a while. I don't know what happened. I feel good. We got this project out of the way. If you check on the schedule, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, something like that, I've got the Game Boy kit. I'm going to see if we can knock that out in one night. That would be a lovely little sit to do. And besides that, you know, I got other games coming up. But for tonight, thank you very much for hanging out. I had a lovely time. I hope you all did as well. And it's rough out there, so I hope you have a good week. And where you can, take care of one another. All right, everybody have a wonderful night.